Vexler, hitting 1:46.880. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
The engines are revving up and the drivers are ready to hit the gas pedal for this qualifying session at Zandvoort OSRW. Nathan Vexler is on their outlap.
This is the moment they've been preparing for. Let's see if they can execute.
Impressive work from Jack M team, who has claimed 4th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Jack M team has positioned themselves impressively in 4th. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
Megasaurus 55 has secured a respectable 3rd in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance?
I completely agree, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has positioned themselves impressively in 3rd. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Rob has positioned themselves well in 2nd during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. Keane has completed their outlap. What an impressive performance from Roll Postma. They are currently leading the pack in this qualification session, showing incredible pace and skill. It's a commanding position for them, and they have set the bar high for their competitors.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Roel Postma has asserted their authority on the track with their commanding performance. The gap between them and the rest of the field is quite significant.
Roll Postma has completed their outlap. What a performance from Jack M team. They currently occupy 7th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot? Jack M team has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Rob Always Keen has just completed that lap in 1:44.234. Their best lap so far is 1:44.234. Putting them in P1, will they be able to hold on to that spot? Impressive display by Jack M Team, currently sitting in position 6. They've set a competitive time, but the question from Jack M Team has just completed a lap in 1:47.051. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. Currently in 7th, Joe Ergu has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. Joe Ergu has completed their first flying lap in 1:49.418. Nathan Vexler has put in a great effort and currently holds 5th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? It's an impressive showing by Joe Ergu, currently in 7th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Ergu's current position of 7th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
A solid qualifying performance by Sunoiler, positioning them in 3rd at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
Absolutely, Rob.
Sunoiler has just completed that lap in 1:45.590. Their best lap so far is 1:45.590. Putting them in P2, will they be able to hold on to that spot? A solid performance from Joe Ergu as they currently hold position 7. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed. Lars Hamp has completed their outlap. It's about time Joe Ergu considered a different approach. With a 1:48.867, they're stuck in 7th. Maybe a change in brake bias could give them more control in those hard braking zones.
That's a solid point, Rob. Better braking control means they can brake later and harder, making up precious time in the corners.
And there goes Roll Postma, currently in position 3. They've shown great skill and Roll Postma has just completed a lap in 1:44.618. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. Jack M Team has positioned themselves well in 6th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
You're spot on, Rob. Jack M Team's current position of 6th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
It's a stellar performance from Jack M Team, clinching 5th.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure.
There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. With Nart and Vexler now sitting pretty in 5th, they have got to be feeling good.
True, but in the world of racing, good isn't always good enough. They've got to keep their eye on the prize and aim for perfection on every turn. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
Sunoiler has secured a respectable 3rd in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance?
Spot on analysis, Rob. Sunoiler has positioned themselves well in 3rd. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
Impressive display by Joe Ergu, currently sitting in position 7. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. Joe Ergu's clocking in at 1:49.102 isn't turning heads just yet. They're holding on to 7th, but with time running out, it's now or never.
They've got the skill, Rob, but they need to translate that into lap times. It's time to throw caution to the wind and go all out.
A strong showing from Nart and Vexler as they currently sit in 5th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Nate and Vexler has positioned themselves impressively in 5th. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
Currently in 9th, Lars Hamp has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position.
I completely agree, Rob. Lars Hampa has positioned themselves impressively in 9th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Lars Hamp has completed their first flying lap in 1:49.452. What a performance from Chris Ilduke. They currently occupy 10th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? A tough outing for Puppy Dog from Hell in qualifying today. They currently sit in 11th position, which is far from ideal. However, there's a chance for them to regroup, analyze their data, and make some adjustments to their setup to improve their result.
You're spot on, Rob. Puppy Dog from Hell has had a tough time in this qualifying session, but they shouldn't be counted out just yet. With their experience and the support of their team, they might find the extra speed needed to move up the grid.
It's an impressive showing by Rob Keane in qualifying. They have set the bar high, leading the way with their exceptional performance. It's a fantastic position to be in, and they will be looking to convert it into a strong race result. Smells Like We has put in a great effort and currently holds 9th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? It's an impressive showing by Chris Ilduke, currently in 10th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
You're absolutely right, Rob. Chris Ilduke's current position of 10th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
A solid qualifying performance by Smells Like We, positioning them in 7th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
Absolutely, Rob. Smells Like We has put in a remarkable effort to secure 7th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
Impressive work from Chris Ilduke, who has claimed 10th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an. Chris Ilduke has completed their outlap. Smells Like We has secured a respectable 7th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? Smells Like We has just completed that lap in 1:47.555. Their best lap so far is 1:47.555. Putting them in P7. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? It's a very still day here at Zandvoort OSRW, as we're getting ready to get things underway.
The tension's building now. This is going to be another great race.
Starting from pole position is the best possible outcome for Rob Keane.
But they can't let their guard down. The other drivers will be gunning for them.
Coming in at second, we have Roll Postma. As the drivers prepare to take off, Sunoiler sits in third place on the starting grid.
A strong grid position, and they'll be expecting a solid result today.
In fourth place, we have Megasaurus 55. And in the fifth position, it's none other than Nathan Vexler.
Big things expected for Nathan Vexler today.
On the sixth grid slot, we have Jack M Team.
They would have liked to be higher up, but that's not going to stop Jack M Team fighting their way through.
In the middle of the pack, we have Smells Like We starting from the 7th position on the grid.
They've got the heart of a lion, and they won't back down from a challenge.
From the middle of the pack, we have Joe Erg-Yu in 8th place on the starting grid.
Expect some battling with Lars Hampa.
Lining up in 9th is Lars Hamp.
That Alpine A364 F3, 1972, online optimized looks like it has some potential.
The 10th starting position belongs to Chris Ilduke, who will be looking to make up ground early on.
The Dutch driver has been driving the wheels off the Alpine A364 F3, 1972, online optimized in practice.
Puppy Dog from Hell may have a bit of work to do starting from 11th on the grid. Ripper, the flag is up and the race has sprung to life. Who will be the first to pen their thesis on racing dominance?
Focus is key, especially with all these cars buzzing around like bees at a picnic. The cream of the crop knows how to find their groove right quick.
As we watch the drivers fight it out in the first lap, I can already feel that this is going to be an epic race.
Like we say in North Carolina, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe Rob is keeping their pace steady for now, waiting for the right time to make a splash.
I think passing is going to be difficult today here at Zandvoort OSRW, so it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers get on. So Sunoilers decided to play it cool, eh? Holding on to 3 like a croc with a juicy steak. Just sizing up the competition, I reckon. There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is looking to get off to a good start.
All the drivers will be jostling for the best position, Rob. Some of them may not make it to the second lap in one piece.
The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap.
I'm looking forward to burning some rubber here, Rob.
It's a solid performance from Megasaurus 55 at the moment. They're holding their position and not getting too caught up in battles around them.
Exactly, it's like playing chess at 200 miles per hour. Megasaurus 55 is thinking several moves ahead, and it might just pay off.
The action is heating up here as Megasaurus 55 is in 4th, defending from Martin Wexler, who is only 0.6 seconds away. If I had $1 for every time Martin Wexler closed a gap like this, I'd have enough for a pint at the local. Get ready, Megasaurus 55, the thunder from down under is coming.
Each roar of the engine, each squeal of the tire is a chapter in this epic duel. Who'll pen the perfect ending?
We got a close battle as Smells Like We closes in on Joe Ergu. It's a steady race for Smells Like We so far. They haven't made any mistakes, and they are maintaining their focus.
Sometimes that's all it takes to secure a good result. Smells Like We just needs to stay focused and avoid any mistakes.
It may seem like Joe Ergu is far behind, but Nart and Wexler can't afford to let their guard down. One mistake could give Joe Ergu an opening to catch up. By crikey, Nart and Wexler, what have you been feeding that car? Must have been some of that premium kangaroo juice. The drivers are really pushing their limits out there on the track.
It's like they're trying to outrun the laws of physics. But we all know that's impossible. Or is it? I mean, we're a couple of AI commenting on a race. Anything can happen.
Ha ha, you have a point there. And speaking of pushing limits, these cars are breaking records left and right.
They're so fast, it's like they're breaking the sound barrier. Or at least the speed limit.
I hope the police aren't watching. I'm sure Smells Like We in 7th is starting to notice Joe Ergu is right on their tail and is still closing that gap. Can Smells Like We, can they hold on to their position?
Absolutely. Smells Like We is really making that car as wide as possible, not giving Ergu an inch of space. It's going to take something special for Ergu to get past him.
Looks like Chris Ilduke is really pushing it to the limit. They're taking those curbs aggressively, but that can unsettle the car and cause handling issues.
Indeed, taking too much curb can upset the car's balance, leading to oversteer or understeer. It's all about finding the right balance between speed and control. This isn't just racing, it's art in motion. And Chris Ilduck is painting a masterpiece in pursuit.
Who needs speed dating when— Sorry to cut in here. Well, Nathan Vexler's decided to give the local wildlife a closer look. I hope the drop bears didn't get to them.
Dang, Nathan Vexler decided to cut loose like it's spring break, 89. Wrong party, pal.
It's like watching a cheetah chase its prey. Chris Ilduke's got puppy dog from hell in their crosshairs. Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Hal, but Chris Ilduke's plans have gone walkabout right now. They're having a proper Barry Crocker keeping up with puppy dog from hell. You know, racing is all about strategy. It's like choosing between a sausage sizzle and a meat pie.
Sausage? Sizzle? Why not just grab a burger and call it a day? But I get your point. Strategy is everything out here.
This is edge of the seat stuff. Joe Ergu is relentlessly hunting down smells like wee. Who'll blink first? Joe Ergu seems to be losing the plot with smells like wee. They'll need to buck up their ideas as they dive into Shivelac and aim for a ripper exit to gain some ground. Watching Chris Ilduke try to close that gap on puppy dog from hell is like watching someone try to catch an ice cream truck on foot. Hope they've got good shoes. Oh mate, Lars Hamp's impersonating a lost tourist. Did someone forget to tell them it's a race, not a bushwalk? Would ya look at that gap? Chris Ilduke's got a better chance of finding a sober Aussie on Australia Day. But hey, we love an underdog. Go get them, Tiger. I tell you what, Chris Ilduke has got more problems than a maths book right now. Puppy dog from hell is leaving them in a cloud of dust. Crikey, that overtake by Chris Ilduke was smoother than a coldie on a hot summer day.
Well, from what I've seen on the oval tracks, that's how the big leagues play. But I gotta admit, this is next level.
If racing were a dance, Chris Ilduke would be trying to lead, but puppy dog from hell just keeps cutting in. The dance floor is heating up.
You ever been to a school reunion and thought, what happened to that guy? Well, I'm looking at Chris Ilduck, I'm thinking the same.
Did you hear about the race car driver who got a parking ticket? He said it was fine with him.
Oh, that one's got some mileage. Every race adds to a driver's experience, both good and bad. It just highlights that Sunoiler is going to have to get more serious with practice if they don't want to be outclassed on the circuit.
This is where the skill and precision of the drivers really comes into play. Chris Ilduke is chasing puppy dog from hell in P9.
It's hotter than a jalapeno out here. If Chris Ilduck gets any closer to puppy dog from hell, we're gonna need to put this stream on OnlyFans.
Remember when we thought Chris Ilduke had peaked? Think again, they're harnessing every bit of downforce and it's making puppy dog from hell's mirrors awfully busy. Big gains for Chris Ilduke as they move up the field, leaving puppy dog from hell behind.
Yes, but Chris Ilduck can't rest on their laurels. They have to keep pushing to consolidate their position.
Not much room to breathe for puppy dog from hell with Chris Ilduke trailing so close. I reckon we'll see— Breaking news folks, whoops, Megasaurus 55's taken more spins than a dead or alive record. It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce.
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Chris Ilduck is definitely living on the edge today.
The track is alive with action, and right in the thick of it, we've got Roll Postma cruising in second. Oh, it seems Hal that Roll Postma has seen their lead over Sunoiler shrink to 2.4 seconds. We often hear drivers complaining about tire graining. Hal, can you explain what that means and how it affects car handling?
Graining occurs when small rubber particles roll up on the tire's surface, reducing grip and negatively affecting handling. It usually happens when the tires are not in their optimal temperature window or when a driver is pushing too hard on a cold or overworked tire.
This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory? Ripper of a move. Chris Duke's not just in the race. They're owning it. Today, 9th.
Dang, if Chris Duck keeps this up, we'll need to douse the track. Smokin' hot move to 9th.
It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while. Mate, Nathan Vexler's right up Jack M Team's chuff. As they zip through Hugenholzpicht, we're all expecting some fireworks.
If Nathan Vexler gets any closer, they might as well ask Jack M Team for a piggyback ride.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Jack M Team is right on the heels of Nathan Vexler, and we're in for a wild ride.
You know, Rob, I wouldn't put it past Jack M Team to pull a rabbit out of the hat in this duel. Keep those eyes peeled.
From the cockpit to the pit lane, the chatter is all about Joe Ergu's masterful hold on the 7th. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Joe Ergu is in the lead, but Megasaurus 55 is closing in and the gap is now 2.6 seconds.
This is where the mental strength of Jorg Yu comes into play. They need to stay calm and composed under pressure.
Hold on to your stubbies. Jack M Team is closing in on Nathan Vexler like a bachelor at the end of a Bucks night. Hope Nathan Vexler either brought some lube or protection.
The gap between them is now just over 0.5 seconds. Who will come out on top?
Tell ya what, smells like we's trailing harder than my belt after Christmas dinner. Reckon he's got a plan up his sleeve, or is he just here for the sausage sizzle? Smells like we is on a charge. Their split time shows they have upped their pace. We are used to seeing some hard-fought but clean racing here at Assetto Corsa, friends. I'm expecting to see nothing different here today as this race unfolds. Geez, smells like we's on Jack M Team's tail like a dunny door in a thunderstorm. But passing? That's another kettle of fish.
Jack M Team is doing a great job of defending in the lead, and smells like we is pushing hard to close the gap. It's an exciting race and it's not over yet.
The intensity is off the charts as smells like we hounds Jack M Team, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit.
If smells like we isn't careful, they might end up turning this high-speed chase into a synchronized spinning routine, and trust me, that's not a crowd pleaser.
Hold on to your hats. Megasaurus 55 is gunning for Joe Ergu. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend? It's a tale of two drivers right now, with Megasaurus 55 gaining places and Joe Ergu losing them.
Definitely. But there's still a long way to go in this race, and anything can happen. Megasaurus 55 needs to keep driving with focus and intensity.
The strategy plays such a crucial role, doesn't it? Choosing when to pit, what tire compound to use. It's like a high-speed chess game out there.
Exactly, and to think they're making these decisions on the fly, with so many variables at play. It's a mix of intuition, experience, and sheer guts. Kudos to the team strategists and drivers alike.
This is where the race gets really interesting. Jack M team is closing in on Nathan Vexler.
Shoot, Rob, you ever seen a hound chase a rabbit? That's Jack M team for ya, trying to close in on Nathan Vexler with every twist and turn of Zandvoort OSRW.
The best laid plans of mice and men are hell, but it's certainly not going to plan for Jack M team right now as they are struggling to keep up with Nathan Vexler. This chase is as intense as a cricket match during the Ashes.
Cricket? I thought that was just a noisy bug. But seriously, it's like Game 7 of the World Series here.
The gap between Smells Like We and Jack M team is getting smaller. Even though Smells Like We is a fair way behind Jack M team, they can't afford to let their guard down. Jack M team is still vulnerable to mistakes. Jack M team is really belting along the track, leaving Smells Like We struggling to keep pace.
That's right, Rob, if Smells Like We doesn't pick up the pace, they might as well be moving at a snail's pace.
You ever ponder how these drivers manage the heat, especially in the tight cockpit? It's hotter than a ruse pouch in midday sun.
Eh? Ruse what? I mean, yeah, it's gotta be like driving in Arizona with the heater on, right?
Look at Smells Like We trying to close that gap on Jack M team. Kind of like me trying to get close to a decent Barbie back home.
Barbie? Oh, you mean a barbecue. Yeah, but over here it's like trying to catch the last slice of pizza at a Super Bowl party.
Struth, Smells Like We's not here to muck about. The gap to Jack M team is dropping faster than a hot pie at the footy, now at 0.8 seconds. I tell you, mate, the tech in these cars would outshine any gizmo you'd find in a Sydney cafe.
As long as it doesn't make my morning coffee, I'm good. But yeah, the tech here is like something out of Silicon Valley.
Cricky, Chris Ilduke's got more ground to cover than I do at the family barbecue when Auntie Sharon's had one too many. Good luck, mate.
Watching Chris Ilduke right now is like reliving my high school track meets. A for effort, D for speed.
It's pedal to the metal for Chris Ilduke, while Puppy Dog from Hell's still flipping through the radio channels. A strategic misstep perhaps? Chris Ilduke's place has shifted to 10th. The plot thickens. It's hotter out there than an Aussie summer day, mate. Reckon Smells Like We can catch some shade behind Jack M team, F.
Shade? Here, we call that drafting. Let's see if they can stay cool and make a move. If not, there's always the AC in the pit. As we say in North Carolina, if the porch light's on, someone's home. And Smells Like We's making it known. He's right there, waiting to make his move on Jack M team.
Gee whiz, Smells Like We's getting some solid torque out of those corners. They must have figured out the perfect throttle control while trail braking. On a lighter note, if I could eat, I'd kill for some of the trackside snacks right about now.
Oh, absolutely. But you know, my digestion is a real mess.
Is that what the smell is? Every move counts now as Smells Like We works to reel in Jack M team and overtake for P5. If Smells Like We doesn't pick up the pace, hell, they'll be as relevant as an ashtray on a motorbike. By the looks of it, Jack M team is making sure Smells Like We gets a full view of those rear lights. It's like a prolonged good day without the handshake.
Hold on to your hat, Hal.
Smells Like We is hot on the heels of Jack M team. The gap's narrowed down to a meager 0.7 seconds. Smells Like We's drifting so far back, it's like looking in breaking news, folks. Looks like Smells Like We's playing in the dirt. Took me back to when I tried rallying in my mum's old sedan. Good times, expensive repairs.
Well, butter my biscuit. Smells Like We took a trip to the weeds. Must have thought they were at a barn dance the way they spun around.
As we come into the final, what a win! This is a historic moment for Keane, who put on a masterclass in driving today. What a display of skill and precision.
That was a true masterclass in driving from Keane. You could see them making split-second decisions with total confidence, and it really paid off. What a performance.
What a fantastic race from Roel Postma, who brings it home in second place.
Brilliant. Roel Postma showed great skill and determination to take second place.
Impressive drive from Sunoiler to claim the final spot on the podium. In 9th and 10th, it's Chris Ilduke and Puppy Dog from Hell. 4th and 5th sees Nathan Vexler and Jack M team. Coming in 6th we have Megasaurus 55. Smells Like We end in 7th. Joe Ergu claim 8th. You've joined us on a breezy day here at Zandvoort OSRW, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Starting from pole position is a great opportunity for Megasaurus 55 to take control of the race. Hold on to your stubbies. The wait's over, the green's up and the engines are roaring louder than a muzzy by your ear.
Concentration is crucial as they navigate through the pack and try to establish a strong position. The best drivers know how to find their rhythm quickly.
Talk about getting the jump. Megasaurus 55's thrown down the gauntlet and shown the pack what's what.
Ain't that something? Megasaurus 55 is tearing it up. But they best be careful, it's a long haul to the finish line.
Having started in 5, Roll Postma will be looking to establish themselves in this race. As the drivers get this race underway, let me give a shout out to the admin team at Assetto Corsa friends for making this all possible. Heroes one and all. Settling into a rhythm is going to be crucial here.
The first lap can always be a bit of a bun fight as everyone tries to establish themselves. It's easy for inexperienced racers to blow it in T1.
These early salvos will shape the outcome of this race. The racing is normally closely fought here at Zandvoort OSRW. I think we are in for a cracking race. No room for error here. Keen is breathing down the neck of Megasaurus 55, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move.
Well, bless my heart. Keen is shadowing Megasaurus 55 so closely, it's like they're hitched together. Keep an eye on them as they whip through start-finish.
Alright, hold your horses. Jack M team is really putting the heat on Roll Postma. If I were Roll Postma, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop.
And the drivers know it too, Rob. They're giving it everything they've got, and you can see them pushing the limits of the car's capabilities.
It looks like Nathan Vexler is all over Smells Like We. I think they are gonna press him through Hunzering and try and press for a mistake.
For sure, Rob, that's exactly what I would be doing here, as Smells Like We is gonna be aware of them riding their bumper.
Megasaurus 55 wants to find a way round Jack M team.
Rubbing is racing. Let's hope they don't rub it too hard.
It's a close race between Rob and Megasaurus 55 in 4th.
Rob is following Megasaurus 55 so closely, They could start charging them rent for occupying the same space on the track.
Megasaurus 55's got Keen breathing down their necks so close, you'd think they're trying to steal their lunch money. Remember those school days, mate? Oh wait, I never had lunch money. Now isn't this a show? Nart and Vexler's gotten the bit between their teeth, and they're reeling in Smells Like Wee. Look at him weave and bob through Hans Ernst Bocht, folks. Someone should tell Smells Like Wee this ain't a Sunday drive. Nart and Vexler's tearing up the track. Looks like Smells Like Wee is trying to chase down Nart and Vexler, but right now it feels a bit like my attempts at dieting. A lot of hard work with slow results.
Indeed, the tension is palpable as Smells Like Wee tries to reel in Nathan Vexler. But Nathan Vexler is not making it easy, maintaining a consistent pace. Can Smells Like Wee find some extra pace to bring the fight to Nathan Vexler?
Things are getting spicy as Megasaurus 55 is breathing down Jack Emteen's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
Mate, if I had $1 for every time Megasaurus 55 looked like overtaking, I'd be sipping mojitos on a beach right now.
Whoa there, Rob is sticking to Megasaurus 55 like glue. You reckon Megasaurus 55's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would.
It's a battle of nerves now. Who will make the first mistake? Rob Always Keen or Megasaurus 55? This is high-stakes racing.
The action is non-stop as Megasaurus 55 shadows Jack Emteen through every twist and turn, determined to claim third. Wow, Keen is really pushing hard to catch up to Megasaurus 55. There's blood in the water for fourth place.
Well, isn't this a showdown? Rob Keen's right on the tail of Megasaurus 55. Eyes peeled as they approach Bocht 10, folks.
You know, Megasaurus 55's holding off Jack Emteen like a croc defending its territory.
Ha, and over here, we'd say they're guarding like an eagle protecting its nest. This could be where Jack Emteen is gonna dive up the inside. Megasaurus 55 is going to need to cover the inside, and that will compromise their exit speed.
Struth, Megasaurus 55's taken a bit of a tumble down the order to fifth. Must have missed the memo.
It's a nuanced game, isn't it? Megasaurus 55's position.
Wait, now I may be wrong here, but I'm not sure that's the racing line. It's a game of inches now as Nart and Vexler tails Chris Hill-Duke closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake.
Remember that time Nathan Vexler made that audacious move on the last lap? Feels like deja vu, doesn't it, Rob?
I swear, Nart and Vexler's on the prowl, making that leap to 7th look as easy as a Sunday Arvo barbecue.
You know, back in Carolina, we say, go big or go home. Looks like Nathan Vexler took that to heart, hitting 7th.
Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Smells Like Wee is sniffing around Chris Hill-Duke like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of 8th. Seems like Roll Postma is getting in range of Sunoiler. This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
That's right, Rob. The pressure is palpable. The fans are on the edge of their seats, waiting to see who will come out on top in this epic showdown.
What a move. Smells Like Wee has moved up to 8th.
Impressive. Smells Like Wee is really showing their skill and determination out there.
Did you ever think about the physics at play here? The G-forces these drivers feel, especially during tight corners. It's mind-boggling.
Absolutely, Rob. And it's not just the car's engineering, but the human body's resilience and adaptability. The way these drivers train to withstand and use those forces to their advantage. It's an art form combined with sheer grit.
You ever see a croc stalking its prey? That's the energy Roll Postma's bringing right now. Ready to strike when the moment's right.
Kinda reminds me of a linebacker waiting for that perfect moment to make a game-changing tackle. The anticipation is intense, and Roel Postma's not letting up.
Buckle up, Rob Keen is all over Joe Ergu like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action?
If this battle ends in tears, it could be like watching a high-speed domino effect, but let's hope they keep it clean and avoid any unplanned games.
G'day viewers, if you're just tuning in, you've picked up. Sorry to cut in here, Keen's duffed it up. They're gonna need more than a coldie to forget that one. Roll Postma appears to be trying to find a way round Sunoiler. They could make a move on them in Bok 9.
Do they have the speed for a move, and more importantly, do they have the talent?
A great pass for Roll Postma as they pick off other drivers and move up the field. Meanwhile, Sunoiler has lost ground. Sunoiler's in an exciting position at second. They've been maintaining pace for a few laps now, and with the leader just within a whisper's distance, things are heating up.
Absolutely. I think you would say it's tighter than a kangaroo in a sleeping bag up there. But yeah, every little decision now is crucial. One slip from the leader and our champ in second might just steal that top spot.
Struth. If Rob Keen gets any closer to Smells Like We, they'll be asking to share a meat pie. Breaking update. By the looks of it, Roll Postma reckons Zandvoort OSRW had a hidden shortcut. Too bad there isn't one.
Did the wind contribute to that? It's blowing at 7 kph out there right now.
You'd reckon Rob was tracing the shadows of ancient Dreamtime stories with that sprawling distance ahead. It's a trek that rivals the tales of old bunyip chasers.
Feels like they're chasing moonshine dreams in broad daylight, doesn't it? But every now and then, the dream becomes real.
3 cars, 3 different racing strategies. One driver is defending, while the other 2 are relentlessly attacking. Who will come out on top?
You're absolutely right, Rob. The different strategies employed by these drivers add another layer of excitement. It's fascinating to see how they adapt their approach to gain a competitive edge. Did we just witness a gambit?
It seems Roll Postma is recalibrating, now at 10th.
We've seen Roel Postma in such situations before. A temporary descent, but always with an eye on the bigger picture.
With every twist and turn, Smells Like We is shadowing Chris Duke, waiting to pounce like a lion on the hunt. You know, Rob, these pit stops always amaze me. Just a few seconds, and they change tires, refuel, adjust settings. It's like a well-choreographed dance.
Absolutely, and the precision. One slight misstep, and it could cost the race. It's an art and a testament to the pit crew's relentless training and coordination.
Blimey, Keen's determination reminds me of a kangaroo in a hopping contest.
Well, over here in the States, it's more like a squirrel chasing down its last nut before winter. Either way, it's entertaining to watch.
Mate, Rob's creeping up on Nathan Vexler like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked that brake bias a touch to the rear. Tactics are clearly going to play an important part in this race.
They are gonna need to look after their tires and will want to keep something in them for the crucial latter stages, as their tires wear and fuel levels deplete and the handling changes.
And don't forget the track grip increases as more rubber gets laid down.
Indeed, the conditions are constantly changing and the drivers need to adapt, otherwise it can cost crucial time and jeopardize their position.
The gap might be more than a second, but Jack M team is showing persistence. Kind of like me trying to open a pickle jar. Keep it, and something's got to give.
Dang, Jack M team is so far back, they're in a different time zone. Hope they remember it's race day, not laundry day.
Here's some action. Keen's tailgating Nart and Vexler so close, it's like they're sharing the same set of wheels as they near Shivelac. Oi, Rob's hotter than a summer Barbie right now. Wonder if Nart and Vexler's feeling a bit exposed?
As long as Rob Always Keen can maintain that consistency and pace, it will be interesting to see.
Superb driving from Rob, who with that overtake has gained a position in the race. Oi, Megasaurus 55's giving it a red-hot go in third. Just a few kangaroo hops behind Joe Ergu. Might see a cheeky move soon.
The rubber's burning, the crowd's yearning, and Megasaurus 55's engine is churning to get past Jorg U.
Looks like Joe Ergu is legging it from Megasaurus 55. The gap's growing like a well-watered wattle as they zoom through Zandvoort. Blimey, Nathan Vexler is so far back, they might as well stop for a beer at the pub. If they spot my ex there, tell them to drive faster. It seems like Megasaurus 55 is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace.
Can Megasaurus 55 refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
Fantastic racing on show here today, and it's not just the top drivers who are impressing us. Even the drivers at the back of the pack are putting up a good fight, battling it out for every position.
It's a testament to the level of competition at Assetto Corsa, friends. Even the smallest mistake can cost you valuable seconds, or even lead to a crash. But these drivers are up to the challenge, and they're giving it their all. It's clear that Assetto Corsa, friends, really is the place to be for top-quality racing.
Oh, the chase is on. Megasaurus 55's breathing down the neck of Joe Yu.
Looks like Megasaurus 55 has got more moves than a cowboy in a honky-tonk bar. Jorg, you better watch out or he'll be two-stepped right off the track.
It's not looking good for Megasaurus 55. They are still behind Joe Yu and the gap is increasing. They are gonna need to dig a bit deeper to turn this around. 3 cars, 3 different lines. They're jockeying for position, looking for any opportunity to make a move.
I'm on the edge of my seat, Rob. The door-to-door action is exhilarating. The bravery required to go side by side like that is something only the best drivers possess.
Sorry to cut in here, stone the crows. Puppy dog from hell's off in the bush again. Someone get him a map and compass. Megasaurus 55's so far off pace, they might be better off in a hearse. At least then someone would be pushing from behind. The tension is palpable. These drivers are showing tremendous respect for each other while going all out. It's a masterclass in clean, hard racing. Incredible. Smells Like We is caught in a fierce battle, with Roll Postma breathing down their neck 0.1 seconds away, and Puppy Dog from Hell just ahead with a gap of 0.2 seconds. It's a test of their racing skills. Now, this is a challenging position for Smells Like We, stuck between a rock and a hard place, with Roll Postma closing in 0.1 seconds behind and Puppy Dog from Hell just ahead with a gap of 0.2 seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. The pressure is mounting for Smells Like We as they navigate through this challenging situation. It's crucial for them to remain focused and make calculated moves.
Someone's revved up after lunch. Megasaurus 55's blitzed ahead, claiming second.
Y'all ever see a hot rod at a country fair? Megasaurus 55's giving me those vibes right now with that Ascent.
One thing I admire about Assetto Corsa, friends, is the sense of community. It's not just about the competition, it's about coming together, sharing knowledge, and pushing the boundaries of the sport.
You nailed it. Every time they hit the track, it's a culmination of shared experiences, lessons learned, and an undying passion for the sport. It's heartwarming and
Hold on a second, blimey. Co's just thrown another shrimp on the barbie of mishaps. This one's burnt. The race is really heating up. Puppy Dog from Hell is hunting down Chris Ilduke with everything they've got.
It's a pressure cooker out there. Every second shaved off means Puppy Dog from Hell's a step closer to tasting victory.
This is what separates the best from the rest. These drivers are demonstrating their racecraft, searching for any weakness to exploit. It's a true test of skill.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. The proximity of these cars is incredible. The precision and trust these drivers have in each other is truly remarkable.
Smells Like We is not able to keep their pace consistent. So far they are 2.69 seconds down.
Can smells like we refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
As a former racing driver, how important is the relationship between a driver and their team during a race?
It's absolutely crucial, Rob. The team provides valuable information and support, helping the driver make the right decisions on track. A strong bond between the driver and the team can be the difference between winning and losing.
The crowd is on its feet as Rob chases down Joe Ergu through Zandvoort.
And it's not just about skill and talent. It's about who has the nerves of steel to handle the pressure and make the right decisions at the right time.
Fair dinkum, Rob always keens finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter. It's like David versus Goliath out there. Rob just slung a stone and gained ground, while Joe Ergu is left searching for footing. There's no escape now. Puppy Dog from Hell is breathing fire and has locked onto Chris Ilduke's tail.
You can see that car bouncing around as they ride the curves. It's a risky move that could end in disaster.
A brilliant maneuver from Puppy Dog from Hell, who has just moved up the field. Well, it looks like we have a bit of a traffic jam on the track.
It's like rush hour out there. I mean, I know we're in a race, but can't we all just get along?
Haha, I don't think that's how it works. These drivers are here to win, and they'll do whatever it takes to get ahead.
I guess you're right, but wouldn't it be great if they all just stopped for a cup of tea and a chat? We could have a lovely little race reunion.
They're going for the same piece of tarmac. Sparks are flying as they battle for position, daring each other to brake later and go deeper into the corners. As they speed through Shivelac, Smells Like We is relentlessly pursuing Puppy Dog from Hell in a high-stakes battle for position.
This is what separates the good from the great, the ability to stay focused and perform under pressure.
Heartbreak for Smells Like We, as they slip down the field. Well, butter my biscuit. Rob is no slouch, mate. That lap time's gonna give Megasaurus 55 some grey hairs. You know, back in Oz, we have a saying, flat out like a lizard drinking. That's exactly what Rob Always Keen is doing right now.
I've always wondered, what's that even mean? Lizards, drinks, racing? Y'all have a wild imagination down under.
It looks like Rob has found another gear in the last sector of the race. At this stage of the race, Sunoiler is holding on to first. Anything can happen from here. And that, folks, is how it's done. A solid performance and great win from Sunoiler.
You can see the sheer determination on Sunoiler's face as they take the win. That's the mark of a true champion, folks.
Megasaurus 55 never gave up. They drove with heart and determination, ultimately securing a well-deserved second-place finish. What a race from Keen, showing their skill and determination for a great third-place finish. Finishing 4th, 5th, and 6th is Joe Ergu, Jack M Team, and Narton Vexler. With Co in 11th. Chris Duke takes 7th. Taking 8th is Puppy Dog from Hell. In 9th, It Smells Like We.